Yeah. Welcome back to another Josh K guitar video. Josh here, as always, at your service. I wanted to do a Theory Thursday lesson on triads, since I've been doing a lot of these Mick Goodrick triad series things, and I had a student, he's been asking me for months now about how do I play leads better, and I keep coming back with the same response. Learn triads, learn diatonic harmony, learn how to play these things, learn how to hear these things, and your lead playing will get better because your chord playing got better. And he comes to me yesterday, he goes, I want to learn this one. I know it's not like lead guitar, but it's this. And I said to him immediately, what are those? And he goes, I don't know. And it's triads, so I thought it would be really nice. Just come on here today. I'm not going to do anything too much like the song because I don't want to get copyright claimed. Get that delay off, the reverb. So you can just hear raw guitar tone. This is what to work on, right? So here's the part. This is I guess he found this from a guitar tab somewhere, whatever. But here's the part. It's an A minor triad, and it's this specific one, fret 5, 5, 5 on the top 3 strings. And then it actually goes to an E minor triad, this specific one, top 3 strings again, 4, 5, 3. But what's interesting in the song is he doesn't move the whole chord. It's not like that. He moves the bottom voice. And I've been talking about this in my Mick Goodrick series, like constantly, week to week to week. So I feel like I'm maybe kind of a broken record here. So forgive me if I'm that. And you can even see my Mick book right here. But what you're doing is you're studying the movement of the voices, right? To get from A minor to an E minor. E stays in common. That's our middle note in this case. C, E, A, right? And then we're moving our C down to B. So that's the low voice, moves 1 fret. Then our high voice moves down 2. That gives us our E minor. So A minor, C, E, A, down to E minor, B, E, G. But again, the people who made this beat, D.R.E specifically, we know, musicians know, this is a very plain way of doing something. Now, you might have music that needs to do something in a plain way. That's fine. But it will be more interesting. And if you listen to this song, this chord progression, that is the part. And it works because there's 3 melodies, essentially, that happen at the same time. I could just do that on my loop pedal here. There's 3 little melodies that happen right there. So your middle melody is the easy one. Just stays the same. It's just the same note. It's E on both chords. Then this little melody is just those 2 notes, 1 fret away, and then here, those 2 notes, 2 frets away. But the magic is that one voice moves and then the next voice moves. They don't do the same thing. It's not symmetrical. They do line up, musically works, but it's not symmetrical. And that makes the track interesting. They don't need a whole lot of other parts. They just bass line, drums, then that little line that's in there, and then just their voices on top of it. That's all this track needs, and it's because they took something really simple and just added one element of complexity to it. Is really all it needs. So what I tell all my students to do is to find those things, right? So let's start with that middle voice. This is nice and easy because you can just find an E on the next string. Okay, nice and easy. Then let's find the top voice. The top voice is usually easy to find. So I sing that in my brain. There's my note, right? And I know I need to move down 2 frets because that's what I did here. And if I'm just playing in melody on one string, it's going to give me the same sound. So if I put those two together, now I just need to find that bottom note. So I get this by sounding them out, right? There it is, right? So now I'm doing this kind of quickly, but there's your chord voicings, right? And then bottom voice first, then top. And now I have the same sound. And I can do this all over the neck, right? The more you figure out how to do the same things in different places on the neck, the more proficient we can get at learning our instrument. So this is what I tell anybody to do. Anytime you're learning a song, instead of just doing triads, right? Anybody can like try to sound them out and just go like, okay, I'm playing like, that's great, but that sounds very music schooly, right? So better, less music schooly, to take a song like this one, simple chords, figure out how to make that sound, not just in the tab that's been given to you, but all over the neck of the instrument. And you want to do that by ear, and you want to do that with your brain as much as possible. So take this thing that you got in a tab and analyze each one of these. Each string is its own voice. So analyze that as its own voice. And then see if you can make that sound, right, on every string. Use your ear and use your brain to try to find that, because you're trying to build this proficiency. A lot of people ask for a tab on something like this, and I always tell them no, because I'm giving you a formula that's going to help you play really well in this key, but it's not going to help you learn triads. So better to take this thing and then learn the sound of it and then sound that out by ear and let that kind of be your guide. Because then when you do move to another key, you don't need a tab for it. You know, you can trust yourself. So I like to build up your musical independence that way. So that said, right, use your ear. Find all the same note, right? And figure out how to do that. Even find other octaves, right? All of those same notes, right? All over your instrument. And I did them really fast just now. Don't expect that, okay? Spend time with it. Maybe just work on same sound on 2 strings to start, because all 6 is a lot to ask. But again, I think of it, I was telling a student this yesterday. I think about it kind of how, now I'm not a sports guy, so forgive me if I'm saying stuff wrong, but think about it kind of like football, right? You're not just going to get the touchdown right away. You might have to make first down, and you might have to make a few plays before you actually have your touchdown. So if touchdown is like, I know all the places to make this sound on this instrument, right? There's your score. Just try and make first down. Try and make the same sound on 2 strings. Okay, cool. Work on that for a little bit. Then go for second down. Add a string, right? Whoa, and I'm even messing up, right? And that's okay, right? You can mess up in your practice, right? Now I'm going, I'm adding yards every time I add a string here, and by the time I get all 6 strings there, then I've got my touchdown. And by the time I get all my octaves, right, I'll add that in there as yardage as well. But once you can put all those things together, that's when you reach your goal. That's when you can be satisfied with yourself. But you can't like set such a large goal like that. Like, okay, I just need to be proficient and just know where all the notes are. That's crazy talk. Like anybody who's studying the guitar wants that. But just to understand how to do it right away out of nowhere, or expect like a teacher in one lesson to teach anybody that, it's crazy. Take your time with it, string to string, week to week, gain a yard here, gain a foot here. That's fine. You know what I mean? Small progress equals give yourself a pat on the back, pour a glass of champagne, pat yourself on the back, celebrate, okay? Because you made progress, and that's the biggest win you can do, because the slow road is the fast road here, unfortunately. So hopefully it's been a nice lesson on triads and playing. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of play my way out here. But I hope you guys have had a nice Theory Thursday. And please do click the like and the subscribe buttons so you can always get more. I want to throw a special shout out thanks to Laudo Guitars for building me this amazing, this Josh Klein signature pink GRT. And I'm going to go ahead and play it on my way out. Have a great day.